Hello. Since my last video, I couldn't record it. I couldn't upload it for some reason. I have no idea why. I got to like 98% and stopped. Anyway, I'm gonna record another one just so that I can put something up because I started off going one every day and slowed down. So like one or two every week. So. Anyway, this is Geneforge 5. I don't know if you can see my Steam overlay. I think you can. This is a RPG, kind of MMO style game. I just started out. It's a really old one. I used to play it when I was like 6 or 7. I've beat almost all of them, except for this. This has so many branching paths. I haven't found a path I wanted to take. I usually get bored with the epic character that I end up building and leave it behind. Anyway, I just woke up. To recap what just happened, I just woke up in the serve quarters that I was left in. I met a serve named, what's her name? Meekin? I can change my name later. She's been looking after me for a very long time. The rogues here, or not the rogues, this is a care center for creatures like her and this battle alpha over here, the Rasher. The rogues, what do I keep calling them rogues? The creatures here are going nuts and they're turning to rogues and they're attacking everything. I just got done fending off a whole bunch of them up here and covering the asses of my serve friends, so should fill you in. Let's pressing forward. I just discovered that I have some powers of my own. I scorched this guy, so this is where it starts to teach you about saving, stuff like that. Alright, let's press forward. There's a long icy ravine stretching to the south. The settlement of Minhala is down there. That is probably where you should be going. The way is not clear, though. You can see small scaly figures roaming in the mist. Mikan stops you. She is looking at you strangely. I see it in your face. You are having another attack. Be calm. Do not fight it. She is right. She realized it before you did. The burning feeling is returning again. So it looks like I'm having another spell, maybe another power in me is unlocking. I don't know. For those of you, I'm just gonna say it. Serves were created a long time ago to be dumb workers. They're not meant to talk like this. This is not normal. She's probably a part of the resistance. In fact, I think she is. I remember her, she admits it later down the road. Anyway, I shouldn't spoil that. They don't talk like this normally, so you are talking differently. Well, I really won't do any good for it now. She ignores what you said. Focus on yourself. Control yourself. What should I do? I can't tell you. The power in you will decide. You. She stops talking. She looks down at your hands and jumps back. You look down and see something glowing. Tendrils of light essence, dim and insubstantial, have emerged from your hands. They twitch aimlessly, waiting for you to direct them. And somehow you know what to do. It's automatic. Like walking or breathing. You forgot. Your body remembered. And now you know how to shape essence into you, into something alive. So this you can make creations in this game. They're basically like these guys, but they follow your orders. They can die, they can live, they can get stronger. It doesn't matter. They're expendable to you. There's many different types, as you can see. All these slots would be filled by a creature. There's also other versions. Like there's a Fura and then there's a Croa, which is the ice version of the Fiora. This is just a like flame type. It uses the flame bolts like I just used on the battle alpha up there. The Croas use ice bolts. I'm going to use the default loadout for this guy. So I should have 2 extra intelligence on him, which grants me the ability to control him in combat. Which can be kind of tedious when you have a lot of them, but useful all the more. Warring Core. Oh, I remember that. Where's sealed, you can open from the other side. I think that's where Roland, the guy we'll meet later, keeps all of his experiments. Legal and illegal. This is a guard post. It's been abandoned. The human guards were posted here, most likely fled to Mahala and left to serve to their fate. The inner door is held shut with a large padlock. Fortunately, someone left a living tool on the table. Living tools are one of the Shaper's most cunning creations. Each one has a long, straight shell that serves as a handle and 3 thin, nimble tentacles that can reach into and manipulate locks and machinery. If you have enough mechanic skill, you can pick the lock. This might require the use of 1 or more living tools. Oh, I almost forgot earlier. I leveled up. Holy crap! I didn't even spend the ones that I started out with. Okay. So, I got like a warrior class. Warrior classes rely on combat skills. But this guy has some capabilities in the shaping. I'm not gonna... I'm gonna get a few of these. Ooh, probably shouldn't have got so many. We'll save that for later. I want to get my combat skills up right now. So, your strong category is going to start really cheap. Melee skills. Quick action, what's that? Actually, act more quickly in combat. In addition, gives you a chance of getting a free second attack when attacking with a melee weapon. Very dangerous at high levels. I think I know what parry is. Oh, I like that. That was scary. Let's just spend the rest on that. It's probably not very smart for me to spend all my money on that combat skills, but hey, strongest area. Endurance probably would have been a good thing to get. So these are my stats. These are my resistances. I'm level 2 right now. Got that far left to get to the next level. My essence will be quite low because I don't have a shaping class. I won't be using creatures as much. So shaper classes, like I think the life crafter is the other class you can get. It relies on creations to protect itself. Javelins, belt, down for some extra armor. I don't have any lockpicking skills, so I'd rather get combat skills and bank on that later. Another thing I'm going to try and do is get valuable items. That might be helpful later. So that I can... I'm going to feed this down. I'm gonna name him, just for namesake. Even though he's gonna die later. Joe. Joe's my new friend. I wish I could play this again and experience it for the first time. It's best I not mess with that. I don't have the... Everything looks like the Fiora you have created. This twitchy, twisted, sticky thing. It's covered. Its skin is covered with cracks. Thin red fluid oozes in the rivulets down its sides when it looks ill. It's a clumsy effort, but you're out of practice. You know that you can do better. And Megan says, "This is not a surprise. expected this? We knew that you were unusual. We knew that the Shaper Raw kept you here for a reason. We knew... I'm having a brain fart. We knew from looking at you that you were different, that you have been touched by the arts of the Shapers. I'm gonna turn off my music so I can focus on reading. We, you, and who? Lincoln shakes her head. The rogues are coming closer. We will talk later. Be ready. Fury hisses and stumbles along, waiting for your next command. I'm just gonna shut this. I can't. If I have enough leadership, I think it was, some charisma skill, I can talk it down, but there's nothing I can do right now. The creatures in the mist to the south have sensed you. They started slithering towards fresh prey. Mikan shrugs. Worms. Don't know why the Shapers kept them. Best squish them. No loss. Okay, since he gets outraged, I'm gonna switch to my javelins. Put him to use. I'm gonna inch forward a little bit so I can hit him. I don't run my action points out, which I think I am. I used my firebolt. Didn't mean to. Okay. Fiora's turn now. Huh. Weird. Oh, he doesn't shoot firebolt. It's just something else. I don't know what it is. Oh, that's a lot of them. Whoa, he took 10 health out. I set this on a higher difficulty, so at least I'd be kind of challenged. I don't really want to be hit by these things because they actually do hurt. They're going right for me. I'm gonna go for the big one because I don't know if my Fiora can kill the other one. Yep, there we go. More skill points. Ooh. Let's increase our leadership a bit and some mechanics. Okay. Combat mode. Let's check out in here. Heart-wrenching moment. Mikan freezes. She sees a dead serve on the ground at the back of his cell. It looks like the worms swarmed him. His body's already covering in a thin dusting of snow. You don't recognize him. He must have worked in a different part of the foundry. Mikan leans against the stone wall and chokes back a sob. Who was that? She opens her mouth and starts to say something, and she shakes her head. Sorry. She doesn't respond. You stand silently next to her for a few minutes, watching for rogues. You start to get nervous and cold, very cold. Then when you started to wonder if you would have to continue alone, Mikan remembers what is happening. She turns away from the body. No matter. Just a dead serve. No one will care. Come, we go to Manhala. Let's grab anything of value. I know it's not good to loot corpses, but I'm probably gonna need it more than she does. Let's see here. I think this artillery goes nuts no matter what you do. This Artilla is hiding. Please correct me in the comments if I'm saying this wrong. I really don't. I've been calling these creatures really weird names. This is an Artilla hiding in the back of the corner of its cell. Small and sticky, perhaps brought to the foundry so that its illness could be analyzed, and yet even a weak Artilla can be very dangerous. At first it seems calm and under control. When you approach it, something happens. For a moment you sense something in the room with you, an invisible presence. It passes through quickly, but when it is gone, the Artilla is no longer calm. It hisses at you. Acidic venom drips from its mouth. It hisses and spatters when it spatters on the stone below. McKinley grabs your arm. It is rogue, no hope. It is lost. This is too much now. We need to go to get to Mahala. The Artilla hisses again, building up the courage to attack. I'm just gonna save it this time. I think there's useful things in here. I'd rather kill it. Oh, sandals. Okay, I guess a little extra armor wouldn't hurt. That wasn't really worth it. I think this is important. I can't remember why, but I think it is. I don't know if I have the mechanics to fix it, though. Though your thoughts are still hazy and confused, you think you might be able to activate the spiral. It hasn't been damaged, just inactive. You take a living tool and extend its feelers deep into the works of the spiral. It hums to life. Power starts to flow into the conduits to the south. Your mechanics skill is high enough to activate the pylon. Now, any enemy near the pylon will not attack you as long as you don't get close to it. Oh, I'm gonna attack it just for the experience. I like leveling up. Ooh, tons of little goodies in here. Anything else valuable? I used to carry sticks around because I thought they were swords and sheaths. I am no longer that ignorant little boy. What is the deal with this? It's like as pubic hair range compared to me. Ooh, I can upgrade her. I don't think I'm gonna. It's a cheap creation. Oh shit. F. There we go. Anything valuable? No? Wish I could hit G and close it again. Oh, container. Okay, gloves, extra armor, yes please. You're not valuable. You're valuable, I hold you. Please open up. You start to hear the soft rattling sound coming from all around you. You realize that it is coming from the sealed vats. Shapers often put fresh, delicate creations into vats like these. They can spend their first few days growing and nourishing solution. I apologize. Something is in the vats and it's trying to get out. Worse, it's succeeding. No! No! Didn't mean to do that. Ooh. It hits harder point blank, apparently. Wonder how many javelins I got left. Oh, I leveled up again. I wonder if you level up faster when the difficulty's higher. I don't remember leveling up 3 times in the same area. If I should make it harder. And again, I did pick the easiest class to play. Since I don't really have to buy any skills, I can just tank out on this. Okay. Is it just one? You can see a rogue roamer in the middle of the clearing to the east. It's facing away from you. You stay close to the west wall, you should be able to evade its notice. Nah, I want to kill it. Die. Oh, I can talk to it? That's great. Kill. Die. Oh, damn. I must be out of javelins. No, bueno, not good. Oh, that is a tough-ass crazed roamer. And draw my dagger. Oh my god. I may have made a mistake. Oh shit. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. I'm dead. It's gonna waste all my healing potions, isn't it? Okay, what else can I do? I think I'm stunned. I don't think I have anything else left in my healing potion. I think I'm stunned, aren't I? Resistance to stun is 21%. Ooh. I should have saved recently. This is not good. Oh, I parried it. Yes! Oh, I have a second hit this time. Yay, I won! Only took almost all of... Oh, 120. Took almost all of my freaking healing pods. Joe died! No! I forgot to be sad about that. Okay. As you walk along this ravine, you start to sense something, a presence, an itch in the back of your mind. There's something not far ahead, something powerful. You wonder if it's the cause of all these disruptions. As you ready yourself, Megan stops you. Wait, we're almost to Mahala. No, how does that sound in Arabic? Before we are there, there is something I must say. She has dropped all pretense of speaking like an ordinary serf. And let's just ignore the fact that she's not acting like she's supposed to. Shaper Rawl is the Lord of the Foundry, a full member of the Shaper Council. The Shaper Council is... how do I explain this? It's like a Senate, kinda. They vote on... there's like 5 or 6... I think it's 4 for this game. 4? 1, 2... There's 3 that I know of. 3 that I remember encountering. The 4th, I think, is at the Citadel. So I think there's 4. There's the head of the council. Never mind. The council is like a senate for the shaper. The shapers. They dictate laws in the amongst themselves, and they enforce them. Sadly, they're quite corrupt, and they are kind of independent from one another, so it's pretty flimsy law enforcement system, because their ideas are spread far and wide. Anyway, the Shaper Council is a full member of the Shaper Council. He dumped you back here with the loyal serfs over 2 years ago. He said you were to become safe and dumb. Sometimes he sent someone to check on you. You're always safe. You're always dumb. Nothing changed. You were left. We thought this was odd. We have been watching you. Watching for the change too. It has happened. We and who? You will learn if you do not betray us to Shaper Raw. If you do not destroy us. I'm kind of interested. I've never really pursued Shaper Raw's storyline, so I'm kind of interested in what... Because he knows more about me than I know more about myself. And he likes to unlock little powers within me. Although I don't know how beneficial they would be to me, because I'm not going to be able to shape a whole lot. Anyway, or use spells of any kind that really... Do you know who I am, or who he thought I was? Unlikely. What else? I don't think she knows that much. Highly unlikely. You have power. Raw will want it. The Shapers are desperate and terrified. They will offer all who can help them money, power, and influence. Ra will offer these things. Do not let greed take you. Remember, there are other paths. It will be hard. Ra controls you. Oh, I forgot about the tool. You will know soon. It is one thing I know about Ra and his ways. Mikan reaches out and taps you in the center of your chest. It feels strange there. Numb. You'll need to look closer when you get out of the cold. There is not time to say more. Now we need to go. Get to Mahala. Safety. When I read too much, I can't. Safety and warmth. What do you say? Mikan watches you carefully. Sometimes characters will ask you for your opinions. Therefore, answer carefully in the word of your actions and beliefs will get around and influence who will want to ally themselves with you. So, this is another part of the system. You're either pro-rebellion, pro-shapers, or you just hate them all. There's factions that support all three. There's factions that will like all of you. All will like you no matter, depending on what one you go. The shapers, you'll get a lot more money, they'll have a lot more skills, everything. It'll be more helpful to go to the shapers. The resistance, probably not so much. There's not that many places that I know of that can help you when you're a rebel. I mean, neither side at this point is really good. The shapers offer power and wealth. That sounds good to me. If the shapers will lead the lines, I will not rebel against them. Honestly, I mean, I haven't seen much of the shapers yet. I mean, I don't really know what this place is used for. I don't really know what it does. This looks like a rehabilitation facility to me, or a creation facility, so I cannot say what side I'll take. Of course, you're still confused. That will not last. You have not met Ra, and I think you will soon. Now that you have changed, and you will see more of Shapers. Now come. Let us find another thing they made. Another mad creation. She turns and walks off into the snow. I still have that speed pod going through my veins. Jesus, this is the 4th time I've leveled up. Ow! My side. Just to the south, you can see the final clearing before the settlement of Mala. This is where the foundry brings irritable or disobedient creatures so that you can tame them. It doesn't seem bad to me. Now you can see something hovering in the middle of the clearing, even though Mikan mutters, "That one. Just got here. Hadn't turned it yet. Rogue. I'm sure, and it's been busy." The Shapers created Lish with extensive mental powers. These creatures are used to control and herd bands of less intelligent creations. That is what this Lish has been doing since the chaos started. But not to help you. You have passed through the pacification fields. Only one final ordeal stands. So, the pacification fields, in case you haven't picked up on what they do, they calm nearby creations and make it easier to deal with them, whether to take them away for the story's sake or just avoid them, which I'm really not good at stealth in this for some reason. I've tried, and I've either died or end up slaughtering herds of rogues because I couldn't get around them. So I'm either one way or another, but anyway. Onward to the fight. Subdue the final rogue and enter the city of Mala. surrounded by friendlies. I think I'm gonna go straight for the bush. Why not? I'm getting 2 hits off too, so I'm doing like 60 damage. I think it stunned me. No, it cursed me, so its hits are gonna be more effective. Wow, I'm getting 2 hits off. Oh, they're chunking it out. I'm just gonna ignore it. Can't hurt me. I don't think. Owie! I parried again. Suddenly the air is split with a deafening roar. You spin around and look for a new enemy, and the psychopody resolves into a single voice, and amplified by a considerable magical power. Enough of the chaos. Step forward and present yourself, so that this minor scuffle can be resolved. You feel a sharp, deep pain in your chest. When you recover, you find that you are walking forward. Even the rogues turn to face him. You stop moving. You stop moving in the center of the clearing and face south. You know that the bush has stopped fighting you. It too is facing the gateway into Mahala. The massive stone door slowly slides open. A lone figure walks through, unaffected by the cold. The Shaper looks around at the mess and shakes his head. You are sure that you should recognize him. But your mind has become very cloudy. Wiccan looks terrified. He looks at the remaining rogues and waves his hand. Boom! All dead. Damn, 1,000! That's a lot of damage. The Shaper turns to the serve. You are McKinney? No matter. Proceed into Mahala and rest. Then report for your next orders. There's still an extensive mess that needs to be cleaned. Go! McKinney gives a final look in the presence of the Shaper. She keeps her expression completely neutral. Then without a word, she walks to Mahala. The Shaper doesn't even look at her as she goes. He is watching you. At last, the Shaper inspects you. Now then, let's see how you have changed. Do you know who I am? Do you remember, or is your mind still too muddled? He pauses. I can see from your vacant expression that it is the second case. I am Shaper Rawl, Master of the Foundry, and full member of the Shaper Council. I am Master here. Now that your unusual nature is starting to assert itself, I'm eager to explore your capabilities. Now, and see how you can best be used. It is unfortunate that some entity is disrupting all of my creations, but I think I can help. I think you can help. You know who I am? I do. However, I do not see any need to upset you with too much information too early. And I think it will increase your efficiency to know more about yourself. You can trust that I will let you know. An entity disrupting your creations. Shaper Rawl laughs dryly. Don't try to think until your mind further returns, otherwise it will be a waste of time and effort. The flesh was negligible, non-entity. The current disruptions are caused by something much more mysterious, the powerful, but we can discuss this later. You want my help. I am a full shaper of the council. You are not. I command your help. I need more quality agents in my employ. First, I need to explore your abilities, and I have a very good idea how to do this. First, we should return to my tower. It is warmer, more conductive than my analytical thought. So this must be my choice here. Do I want to serve him? Seems like he's... Given what I just experienced, something in my chest. I already know what it is, but I'm not going to spoil it because I'm being a dick if I do. If he has this much control over me, and at this point, I mean, what's the reason to disobey him? Honestly, he's more likely to just cut me down if I don't. I think he uses it anyway. I will follow you if I must. That is wise. Though we may need to take measures to correct your attitude. What attitude? I just said I'll follow you. What a dick. You can earn great rewards for your service, wealth, and power. I will be waiting for you with your new orders in the Iceland Spire. These are weird names. I will instruct a serf to lead you to me. Proceed to Mala. That is all for now. Without waiting for a response, he turns and walks back to Mala. You are now left alone in the cold. Oh, nevertheless. So I'm supposed to go to Shaper Brawl now, apparently. And cutscene ends. Well, that was interesting. Oops, wrong button. Alright, I'm gonna check the area out a little bit more. See what else I can gather up. Ooh, ammo. And thorns. Ooh, what's in the box? What's a thorn bin? Nope, living tool. I guess it's just as good. Boots. Worthless boots. Or shoes, sandals, things. There's something. Don't see anything of value. Pod. It's a curing pod. Might be handy. Keep it in my quick to use bar. Okay, I've scoured every part of this, so. Entering a new area. To move to a new area. This is tutorial stuff, I already know this stuff. Mahala. Hope I'm saying that right. In the foundry. Wardrobe. Huh. Looks snowy. You entered a settlement of Mala, the only town in these frigid mountains. It's also a gateway to the foundry, where the creations are checked in and taken out. Like most cities in Western Terrestia, it is centuries old. Unlike most of them, it isn't very impressive. While the Shapers tend to build massive and intimidating settlements, Mala's many collection of burrows in the rock. It is as if the cold and the wind wore away all the determination to bring any of the standard Shaper glory to the Mala. The only impressive structure is to the spire to the west. You managed to recall that it is Aslan's Spire, a huge natural pinnacle of stone, honeycombed with tunnels, dozens of narrow windows, dots inside, little pinpricks of light in the gray and snow. We're all commanded that you go see him. This is probably where he is. No shit. Alright, let's check our skills out. We got 11 skill points. We're at an impressive level 5. I'm gonna upgrade my endurance. Increase my health points. Try that again. Pop on some leadership and some extra mechanics. Most of the roads in these mountains go through the ravines, which have widened and smoothed out to provide some shelter from the constant icy wind. You emerge from one ravine into the large clearing. There, where new creations are brought and examined. A shaper examines them to make sure that they are disease-free and determine how much training they will need to keep them calm. There are only 2 people here out in the cold, now arguing over Romer. The creature drools and twitches. Its head snaps quickly from side to side. It must be almost rogue. They're like most of the other creations here. There are 2 people shout at each other. One of them is an agent, a full member of the Shaper sect. The other is an ordinary human soldier. He holds the end of the chain around the Romer's neck. Listen in. You move closer, trying to hear what the 2 are saying. Okay. You get close enough to hear the voices over the wind. The agent says, "Did you not hear me? I'm an agent." That's a disgusting name. Alra. Can you use your names? I'm not merely an agent. I'm an envoy of the council. I say this creature is rogue. One thing is done with rogues. The soldier shakes his head. I work for the Shapers in Tethian. His order is a unique and potentially valuable specimen. It is to be kept alive on the Shaper's authority. The Romer snaps at the soldier's foot. He kicks it in the head. Agent Alra says, "You question me? You, an outsider? I don't care what your Shaper said. I'm here. I will decide what will happen. And I say that the rogues are to be destroyed." The 2 watch each other silently. Okay. Arrogance meets loyalty. We're not trying to help. All 3 of them turn and look at you, surprised to hear another voice. You're still dressed like someone in authority, and it starts snowing up to keep them from noticing how worn your clothes are. Agent Thoria frowns. Appreciate the offer, I suppose. But this is a rogue. It is dangerous. Must die. That is the law. The sooner it is done, the sooner we can get indoors. The soldier says, "This Romer is valuable. It would be mad to kill it without trying to save it. The Shaper who commands me will be furious." Why not try and calm it? You bend down close to the creature. When you do, you feel a strange bond to it, a sort of affinity. Again, you feel the energy within you. You hold out your hand, sending out your influence. It works. The Romer calms down. It stops drilling whenever the strange presence attacking the foundry did to it. You have cured it. The soldier says, "Thank you. I'll take this creation to the promenade and check it in with your permission." Agent Alira snorts and walks away. I don't show her. Bitch. Okay. I think I'm gonna end this here. I'll save my game. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this if you like this game and you want me to play more of it, comment down below. If you want me to play something else, let me know too. I have tons of other games I can play. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.